It's great to be live here on X. I've got people filing in, and it's the biggest week of the year for AEW. We're having such a great 2025, and we're going live today with Supercard of Honor, and I just wanted to come in and talk to everybody. It's the biggest and best week we've had all year. We had a great Wednesday night Dynamite.
It was great.
In Garland, and then a great Thursday night Collision last night.
It was great.
The fans have been so great and so welcoming here in Texas around the Dallas Metroplex. And we've got a big event tonight, Supercard of Honor. We've got some great relationships that we've built all over the world of wrestling. I'm very honored that I'm going to be joined here today by my great friend, the president, the brilliant mind of CMLL, Mr. Salvador Lutheroff. Salvador, my great friend, has promoted alongside AEW and Ring of Honor. And of course, with CMLL and Ring of Honor, we recently put on the Global Wars event together. And that was such a huge success for Ring of Honor. Of course, that was the same week as we had the big AEW Grand Slam Mexico, which is one of the most important and successful AEW events ever. Part of this huge 2025 that AEW is having.
Bro, you're talking to your fans who already have bought into your... What are you selling them? It's like he's still pitching AEW. He doesn't know how to connect to his fans. Like, this isn't how you connect to them. Being on a mini boat, being on a yacht and saying, we're pulling into that super yacht over there, and then it's actually a spaceship and it's going to fly to Texas. That's not relatable. And then doing this and just giving the business pitch of what AEW is not connecting. Like, okay, who gives a... Who cares? Everybody watching this already knows. Like, what are you selling them on?
But also a lot of great things happening in Ring of Honor. The Global Wars show was fantastic. If you haven't seen it yet, it's on YouTube right now, and it's a must watch, especially ahead of tonight's ROH Supercard of Honor event. I first took over ROH here around Dallas. Actually, the first ROH show I did was in Garland, minutes away from here. It's where we did Thursday night Collision last night and Wednesday night Dynamite a couple nights ago. There's a great tradition in ROH. They've worked with CMLL many years dating back, but I think some of the best matches and best moments have come from AEW and ROH partnering with CMLL in recent years. I know AEW is having a great 2025, and I have to say one of my favorite events I've done as a wrestling promoter this year has been the ROH Global Wars. One of the best matches I've seen was Bandito, the world champion, defending the title against Mascara Dorada in Arena, Mexico. You can watch the match now on YouTube as part of the ROH Global Wars. What a win by a 10-minute draw between the champion.
I skipped ahead 4 minutes, and he's still talking about Global War matches?
Wayne and the challenger, Teton.
Oh, my God, bro.
Guys, Tony Khan.
Everyone you're talking to already watched or aren't going to. You're talking about ROH Global Wars. Oh, my God.
Results in this championship match tonight. And Teton in the worldwide women's wild card 4-way match for the
worldwide women's wild card.
The best guys, Tony Khan.
It's such like sixth grader shit you write in your fucking notebook at school. You know how I know? Because I did that.
Fucking Mark.
And then you turn 14 and realize this wouldn't work. And you're a fucking mark.
The interim ROH Women's World TV title tonight at Supercard. The 4-way match, we had already announced 5 great matches. 4 of them, you can see how they came about out of the Global War show.
Waffling, man.
Completely free to watch on YouTube and Card of Honor on watchroh.com. Great deal from our partners at Amazon. Check that out. Check out AEW All.
And how dare you shill watchroh.com? Just say go to AEW.com and click on ROH and you can watch it all right there. Just make it easy, guy. You're spread so thin and there's already so little amount of fans. Stop going so thin. Just make it a direct place everyone can go and you'll see your shit increase. and make it interactive. Fuck. Holy shit, guys. That's amazing. There's no way we could do the whole 10. There's no way we could last the whole 10 minutes. So AEW Collision is going in the wrong way. So for some reason, their tickets are like available tickets, 418, current available, current distributed 703. And then the day after, or hold on, how many days here? Yeah, like, I don't know. The ticket sales go down to 685. So, like, did 30 people get refunds or what? Like, what's going on there with Collision and AEW? I don't know what's going on with this residency, but this should tell you everything you need to know. All in, there's probably 15,000 people there. And if there was 20,000 in the turnstile, I mean, they comped at least 5 to 10,000 tickets, which is fine, whatever. But then the residencies just aren't. They used to, in Chicago, they used to do like 12K people to see Punk, and now they can't even do 1,000 people for a residency show. They're losing tickets. Sales people are like getting refunds after All In. What happened? I have no clue what happened. So Blake Christian reveals that he was supposed to be Axiom in WWE. And he says, yes, I came up with all that stuff. I think the person that WWE gave it to is great. So a kid, don't say the person. You're allowed to say his name. And he's done a great job, maybe even better than I could have done. I'm happy to see it's still alive and doing well as it's doing. And that's the thing with pro wrestling, too. That's the thing with everything, man. You can't tell people shit. Everybody bites shit. You know, everybody sees shit and takes it. And in the wrestling business, when you're backstage, you pitch all your ideas. You hear all these wrestlers. It's weird because I pitched them all these ideas. They had a meeting to hear all my ideas. Then they released me. Yeah, that's why they had that meeting. You just gave up all your ideas and you thought it was a moment to be like, no, I want to do this and this. But really, they just poached all your shit and then released you. And contractually, it's their shit. It's really all that happened, you know? So you got to look out for that, especially in the wrestling business. So Glenn Gilberti had this to say about Adam Cole. Disco Inferno said, imagine wrestling in a company and you have a well-documented concussion history and wrestlers don't give a fuck and beat the piss out of you and just let them and you get injured again. So stupid. Wrestling media won't discuss this. Yeah, it should be taken more serious what happened with Adam Cole. Now, I'm not saying people need to get canceled, but it's like MJ pointed out. The Khans are an NFL professional. They're a professional fucking sports league family, I thought. So they should know about CTE and the severity of that. They find CTE in soccer players, right? It's an accumulative thing. We all fucking get brain trauma throughout our entire lives. We all accumulate it. Some people, it gives them CTE, which is like once you cross over to that, there's no returning. And some people get it quicker than others. Some people get punched in the head their whole careers and they're fine. Some people get hit in the head twice and they're fucked for the rest of their life. So it's different for everybody. Yeah, they should take it more seriously, definitely. So this guy Slan Morocco says that Brandon Thurston N-word became infinitely funny to me when I learned he trained Daniel Garcia. And this is fucking true. Meltzer said what sent this to me, or sent to me proof that this was true. Brandon Thurston trained Daniel Garcia. It makes so much sense. Brandon Thurston and the Blade trained Daniel Garcia. Like, how insane is that? That's absolutely crazy that Brandon Thurston wrestles, even trained anyone to wrestle, but it makes so much sense. Speaking of making so much sense, we covered on the yesterday's live stream, the Evolution 2 live stream show, that Nick Lopiccolo, who is a Paradigm talent agent, he represents a bunch of wrestlers. I believe he does represent Punk, even though MJ was trying to correct me on that. I'm fairly certain he does. And so anyways, though, he says, we covered this before, but in response to this tweet, Nick Lopiccolo says, time is the most valuable commodity to high-level LA execs. You already burned 90 minutes asking them to drive to Inglewood, find parking, and search for the right entrance. Forum Club wristbands were handed out at a folding table, nowhere near the usual private lot access. And we covered how at AEW, whatever the fuck, Full Gear 2023, they invited a bunch of LA execs down there. And there wasn't any even drink served. There was a death match. People brought their families, and they didn't even have fucking food for these guys. And what is typically a VIP access thing, and that's why people drive down to Inglewood, etc. And so Niccolo Piccolo called out a bunch of sickos. We'll cover more of it later, but there's a response here from a gentleman named Blake Avignon, who's a media. And so again, another Hollywood type guy who's calling this out here. And he's a media advertising and brand executive for CAA, W&K, GS&P, Octagon, F1, UFC, NBA, NFL, MLB, formerly Bobby Saxelrod, da-da-da-da. Another guy who's like in the business, actually talking to like mainstream people and Hollywood people and what people think about WWE compared to AEW, etc. And this guy just jumps in to back up Niccolo Piccolo, and nobody takes WBD serious, which is what I've been trying to tell you guys for so fucking long. And I'm lucky enough to bring you insight from like, dude, look at the comics, look at the fucking movies. Hey, they need this movie to do good. They need this. Oh, I know WBD's hoping. Everyone, of course, is talking about, yeah, like Superman. They hope it does well. They're reboot. Obviously, I come on my show and go, yo, they need it to do good. What do all these people come out from WBD and say? We need Superman to do. Phil, don't miss. I'm fucking telling you, bro. It's not serious. And Collision could be on the chopping block. WBD, this is what Blake has to say. WBD execs couldn't even secure ringside seats after brokering the deal. They brokered the fucking AEW deal, and then some of them couldn't even get ringside seats. Meanwhile, Jelly Roll and Randy Orton are on Jimmy Kimmel Live, okay? WWE has Bella Baharia, Turkey Al Sheikh, Netflix, and other strategic partners front and center whenever they can at every major event. It's not just a difference in treatment, and this is how WWE treats Netflix and them. Get it, guys? It's a relationship. It's a partnership. It's not, I bet Netflix is regretting blah, blah. Nope. It's about how WWE treats them as well, okay? And so as Blake points out, it's not just difference in treatment, it's a difference in how relationships are valued. One group, Tony Khan, treats its partners like stakeholders. The other treats them like afterthoughts. Pardon me, I mixed them up, WWE and then Tony Khan in the latter. It's not simply just bad optics, it's a failure in professional etiquette and deal stewardship. So as long as Dynamite keeps getting 500, now why do they keep them on the air then if it's so shitty? Because they get 500,000 live viewers. They get 500,000 live viewers on Wednesdays. That's all they want. 500,000 or more live viewers on Wednesdays. That's all they want for 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours. That's all WBD wants. That's all they ever wanted. That's all they want on Wednesdays. 500,000 or more people watching on Wednesdays live on TNT TBS. So when Dave's like, more people are moving to Max, they don't care about that. That's why AEW is not a thing on Max. It's a thing on there, but they don't give a fuck about it. And they won't put a buy thing because they don't care about those people. They want the people watching Dynamite to do it live on TBS, 500,000 Wednesday nights or more. That's what they want. They don't care if you guys go to Max. They don't want you on Max. They don't care about your simulcast. They don't give a fuck. Otherwise, there would be a buy button for the pay-per-views. I need to get this. Again, if Dave Meltzer studied the business, or instead of like making shit up, if he just looked at people smarter than him, like I do, you can piece this all together pretty fucking easily. The people who put the fucking work in while I'm scratching my balls and like, I just want to get off my computer for a bit. These guys are there crunching the numbers, man. You can look to them. You can ask people who are smarter than you. Maybe you made a connection along the way, Dave, or two, who might know something you haven't. Not a genuine one, at least. Speaking of disingenuous or disingenuine, so, Britt Baker, DMD, calling out Ibou publicly. She made a post like, damn, I'm heartbroken over Adam Cole. And then a bunch of people jumped under it. Oh, you dumb bitch. You broke up with him, blah, blah, blah. Like she's supposed to know. Like her personal relationship has anything to do with Garcia powerbombing him on a fucking apron and concussing him and ending his career again. Come on, guys. It's so stupid. But this guy here, Juicy Fruit Q, says that Ibou guy lying about Britt Baker cheating on Adam Cole still doesn't sit right with me because she's still dealing with that bullshit lie till this day. And she says, yep, disgusting. Calling that fucking clown out, dude. It's not a coincidence. It's not a fucking coincidence. Ibou's a clown. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was AEW news. Round of applause for AEW news.